This episode is brought to you by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro near you at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.
Up first this hour, we have William in Indianapolis. Hi, William. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thanks for calling in. How can we help?
So my fiance, we're planning on getting married this August, so pretty soon.
Congratulations.
She went into surgery, a pretty simple surgery, gallbladder to be more specific, and they coded her on the table. So she was. She is now doing well. She had a trach for 6 months, but in that time, she got a pretty good lawyer, and he won us around. Well, won her. I'm not entitled to any of it, but won her around $1.3 million after we pay him and everything. We should have around that. So my main question for calling today is, like, we were planning on getting a house because we are getting married, but we didn't know if we were going to do, like, full cash, pay for the house and get it over with, or a really hefty down payment, since neither one of us have much credit right now. That way we could build our credit in the future. But I didn't know what would be the best option. Neither one of us have had money like this before. So
Sure. How's she doing now? Is she
she's
good?
doing very well.
Good.
So
I'm glad.
my fiance was born deaf.
Okay.
So just by a normal person, you would be able to tell, like, hey, there's something a little different. She's not an adult size, like, airway. You know what I mean? Just by hearing her talk.
Yeah.
So you would think that doctors would definitely be able to tell.
Oh, man.
And so, yeah, but she's doing very good now after the.
So impressive.
We
Wow,
went
she's
to
incredible.
Cincinnati. Shout out to Cincinnati Children's Hospital for being the best airway reconstruction in the United States, and luckily we were very close to them.
Wow.
So,
My gosh.
Wow.
Okay, so William, you get married in August. Will either of you be bringing debt into the marriage?
Negative. Neither one of us have student loans, any credit card debts. We both drive older vehicles.
Wow.
Good for you.
I mean, I'll be simple with my answer, Jade. You probably can explore it a little bit more. But yes, this would be a really, 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 really wise way to use this money. If you guys started off your marriage with no mortgage payment, and the amount of money you guys could be investing and saving for the future is going to be insane, William. What you guys can do versus sending a payment to a mortgage broker or to a bank.
Yeah.
You guys pay yourself a mortgage payment and invest that. Like the numbers are astronomical what that could do. So short answer is I think that's a very wise way to use this money is to spend cash and use
buy it outright. What do you think it would cost for you guys to get what you want, in Indianapolis?
Her only stipulation is 2 bathrooms, so she's not very difficult. Around $175,000 to $200,000 is around the price range we were looking at for something that's going to be a lifelong house for us.
Wow. Okay, that's a lot less than I was thinking when I look at the median home price in the United States. So,
well, we live in 500 square foot right now, so anything is an upgrade.
That's true. Okay.
So let's just say you guys went crazy and spent $300,000.
Yeah.
So that means you have $1 million left. So I think the next question. So yes, 100% be paying cash for this house, even more so than probably more emphatically than what we were thinking earlier.
Yes.
And then for the $1 million, take some of that, William. You guys can upgrade cars. That would be another thing to think about. And then, we always say to give, save, and spend.
Yeah.
And so with the rest of that, do some generosity and do some giving with that.
I'd probably sit with a SmartVestor Pro and figure out how to invest a good portion of it. For sure.
And of course, if you give to someone, you're going to get back astronomically because that's just how the universe works.
It is like that sometimes, although it's not always financial. So keep that in mind.
100%.
But yeah, what Rachel said, I'd upgrade the cars. I'd take my time on this, right? I think that's the big thing. Like if you just go out and it's kind of like shopping spree and you buy a house and buy 2 cars and it's like, I feel like that's probably a where you could get into no man's land there. But take your time buying this house, take your time doing your research, just as though this money were never there. How would you take your time to do your research on these things, right? And then, yeah, I would set aside 3 to 6 months of expenses. I'd throw that in a high yield savings. Mm-hmm. You guys come up with some things that might be important to you on the giving side. Yeah. And then that investing, if you invest a good chunk of this and let it grow and just set it and forget it, that's going to be really, really great for your legacy.
Yeah. How much do you guys make a year, William? How much combined income will you have once you guys get married?
So combined, she has a fixed income around $1,000 a month that she will not be losing because of the trust fund that is set up through the malpractice case. So she will still get her Social Security income, which is what she gets, and then I work around $40,000 is what I bring home yearly.
Okay, so you guys are roughly about $52,000, and that will be her income, correct? She doesn't make anything above that payment.
That is correct.
Okay, so yeah, I would. It's going to take some discipline, which you sound like you guys are pretty disciplined.
Seems like it.
That you don't start living like, because this money is a one-time payment, right? This is not an ongoing salary that you all will be getting every single year. And so watching the lifestyle and not acting like, oh my gosh, we're a bunch of millionaires.
Yeah.
Right. Like I would be living, and I don't think you will be. You guys seem very mature.
I'm not going to change my lifestyle.
I can already tell. When you said what you wanted to spend on the house, I was like, we're going to be fine.
But I do want you to buy some cars. Yeah. I will say that as your spender friend. You can get some new cars.
I drive a 99 right now. That thing's about to fall.
Yeah. So get some nice cars. And then, and then you guys, and part of this too, if you invest it wisely, you guys can be living off of a portion of this every year if you want. But again, sitting down with a SmartVestor Pro is probably going to be your best bet just to make sure the longevity of this lasts, hopefully, beyond you guys. I mean, that's what this kind of money can do if you invest it early, which is really beautiful.
It's generational if you can invest it right. Yes.
That's exactly
How old are you?
I am 24.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say one more thing. I believe that the way that it works in Indiana, I don't know how it works anywhere else, but the insurance company, when they come through a hospital and they have a malpractice case, they can only pay us out a certain amount right now, and then they pay a percentage of that over time. So she's going to get $175,000 over a 30-year period. Every 5 years, she gets a slight increase in the chunk that she gets.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So what you guys would have to do is just have a timeline of knowing when is this money coming and what are we using that chunk for at a time. So that actually kind of spreads it out, which it will slow you guys down some, possibly, which is fine. Well, I'm glad everyone's okay. Thanks for the call.